What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you got to excuse my tiredness. For some reason, am tired. But listen, I want to talk to you about something that seemed like it's straight out of a horror movie, man. If you've seen the thumbnail, we'll get right into it. This right here is out of Brunswick County, North Carolina. Shout out Brunswick County, and it's about this guy right here. The man you see, let me go through my notes. His name is Charles Edward Antoine, and that's a rough 56-looking-year-old man. This guy, along with his girlfriend, went missing last week. Was supposed to be missing last week. Police found him, and they found the girlfriend's car underwater in, like, I guess a lake or something. They tracked the license plate and went back to the house, and they found Mr. Antoine here. In addition to finding Mr. Antoine, who was supposed to be missing with his girlfriend, they also found the girlfriend in pieces while this man was sitting around her with the smell of rot, decomposition. She was in 3 separate plastic containers as he was sitting there when the police came in the house. Take a look at the story.
Connor, Sheriff T.J. Joy had a hard time even talking with me today about the case. He says it is just that horrific. Meanwhile, a person of interest in the presumed death of the missing woman, he faced a judge earlier this afternoon. 56-year-old Charles Edward Antoine is charged with desecration of human remains. Deputies were helping Brunswick County deputies in the search to find Christy Ward when they saw the roof of a car in Lynch's River Boat Landing at Riverside Cemetery just outside of Pamplico. They say the license plate on the car came back to Antoine. So officers went to his home where they smelled a bad odor. Deputies tell me they got a search warrant and found Antoine sitting on the couch. Investigators then say they found human remains in 3 plastic containers which had been taped shut. Ward's son spoke during the bond hearing.
This is just wrong. My mother's not a bad person. No matter what she's done in her life, she's overcome so much. And she's been through so much. She just lost her father, and he was the only one that she had left other than us.
Sheriff Joy says Antoine isn't talking. Joy says they believe Antoine broke his leg while committing the crime, and that is why he is in a wheelchair. Joy says that multiple agencies are involved in the investigation, and they may have to call in federal agents. Live in Florence, Tanya Brown, ABC 15 News.
Tanya, thank you. Officials say Ward was reported missing by her family last week, as well as Antoine. The sheriff says Antoine and Ward were a couple, but he's not sure if at this time they were married or not.
All right, that's the story of this guy, Charles Edward Antoine, sitting in there looking stupid, won't talk to investigators. I'd end that shit right now. Once you get found in something where explaining needs to be done, you will be explaining. Whether you're going to say it out your mouth or you'll say it from it getting cut out of you. You got to start accepting responsibility and have accountability for some of the stuff that's going on out here. Let me tell you something. Look, he tried to get rid of the car. They tracked the car back to him. They said the house was stinking like dead people. Come up in there. Can you imagine that as a cop? You come up in there, bunch of storage containers around. He's sitting there drinking a beer, watching TV. The fuck out of here. What's that smell? Ah, my girlfriend. Where's she at? Right there, and right there. Pick a box. Shit. They bust you, put you red-handed, and you get to be quiet in court, in an interrogation room. Go figure. I mean, domestic violence out of control now. If you don't want to be with somebody, leave them alone. But then again, a lot of times you get bum-ass dudes that latch on to women that have something, and they become the asset, where their stuff becomes the asset of the person, and they become the liability, and they take them right out of you. See it a lot. A lot of times you see violence in domestic violent situations, when a guy or a woman wants to leave a man, she's the one that's like the tethered lifeline to him. He might use a car, might have to stay in her house, this and that. A lot of times these guys get women and they turn into their mothers in one way, shape, or form, similarly. And when it's time to, when you catch on and you don't want to do it no more, that be the penalty. Man dismembered a woman, right? And he dismembered her and he put her in 3 separate boxes. Just the fact of that you can cut somebody apart, you know how hard that is? We watched the situation out there in Wisconsin, Maxwell Anderson, his murder trial, Sharday Robinson. He said it's very hard to cut a human being apart, especially, you know, from a raw standpoint of cutting through tendon and stuff. This guy went and did it. Look at this. It says, according to detectives, the body parts were found in 3 plastic totes that were taped shut. Said he was in a wheelchair, which we seen, and the sheriff explained he had a broken leg, which they guess he did during committing the crime. Whether it was pushing a car, falling down, or fighting with the woman, whatever it was, this guy right here got a broken leg. And he feel as though he ain't got to say nothing. He'll just sit in there and be quiet. How you going to explain to jurors that don't know you or the case while you were sitting around with a rotted human being in your midst like nothing was happening? Who can stand the smell of decomposition besides a forensic pathologist? See, this is just a psyche that's out here right now in people where they do something and it doesn't even affect them. Like normal things that would affect a normal human being, it don't affect these type of people. I don't know if they so too evil, too mean, or what, but it's just nowadays, man, it's like you're seeing stuff that they make movies out of, such as this. Said a Florence County coroner ordered an autopsy for the human remains. Said the remains are mostly likely those of Ward, but the sheriff's office is still waiting official confirmation of the autopsy. My thing is this. People have did this since the beginning of time. Kill somebody, try to hide the body, or try to act like they ain't have nothing to do with it. When people know, when you see one, you see the other. I don't know why he would try this. It's like every criminal thinks they the first one to start something and they got the plan all worked out and it always backfires. There's your proof right there. May Christy Ward rest in peace. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. These sadistic cases that are of violence need to be handled differently. And they need to be handled on a level of like no holds barred. You're going to talk today. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. See you in the next video. Take care.